What fucked up thing did you do as a kid? I tried to poison my mom's boyfriend. I was probably around 11. I had one of those science kits from the Scholastic Book Fair. I took the citric acid and dumped the whole container into his drink. He sipped it and just said, "This tastes like shit," and dumped it out. Lol. Friends and I would hang out on a side street with a gallon gas can and a lighter. When we saw a car coming, one of us would run across the street while pouring gas and the other friend would light the gas after he was clear. I was pretty young when this happened, maybe 13 years old. I was in a hot tub with my friends and I thought I had to fart. It was not a fart. Pooped in my bathing suit, so I casually grabbed it with my hand and while no one was looking I dropped it behind the hot tub. In 7th grade my best friend asked me if I would go and ask the boy she liked if he liked her, and if he would go out with her. I went over and asked him if he liked her. He said no. Then I asked if he liked me. He said yes. And then I asked him to be my boyfriend. He said yes. Then I went right back to my friend and told her that he didn't like her, but that he liked me and was now my boyfriend. I did a similar thing. My friend had a boyfriend, so I thought it was cool to like him even if I didn't. I asked him whenever he was done being her boyfriend if he'd want to be mine. He dumped her and started dating me. We were in 3rd grade. I never understood why she was mad at me. I was such an idiot. When I was 6 or so I convinced the girl who lived next door, who was intellectually disabled and a couple years older, that I had built a robot clone of myself. I would go inside and come back out acting like a robot, complete with glitchy speech and movement. Then when I got tired of pretending to be a robot I would tell her I needed to recharge and switch back. I helped a Jewish kid steal a Christmas tree. He complained his family never had a Christmas tree. I feel like this could be the plot of movie. When I was around 4, I remember my older sister 8, playing around with the sewing machine and I got curious and stuck my finger right under the needle. I have also tried to touch the fire while she was warming up milk on a gas stove. I was the idiot child who wanted to know what everything was felt like. Surprised I only have tiny scars here and there and never broke a bone or grossly disfigured myself. I used to pretend I was a dinosaur or a horse. You pick the phase, and would run around with my hands bent on themselves like claw shoes to my 6-year-old self and make noises like said animals, pouring at the ground with my feet. I did this in public places, like bookstores and shopping centers. My brother-in-law recently said when he and my sister would take me on outings that people thought I was developmentally disabled. He didn't tell me what the response to these people was. I had a notebook that I proceeded to fill with drawings. Each page was a scene like a comic book. It told the pictorial story of a woman getting pregnant and giving birth with graphic detail, according to my 7-year-old understanding of how birth worked. My friend and I ripped and stole pages of a neighbor's Cosmo that had pictures of boobs. I think I might have been for breast self-exams. We were 10-year-old girls at the same time and got totally busted by my parents. That same friend and I got into a different neighbor's trash bags after Thanksgiving and decided to sample some of their leftovers. What the actual fuck? Kids are so strange. I don't know if it would be considered fucked up, but my brother and I made homemade darts drum push pins used to hold dress shirts at stores, and would throw them at each other. They would stick in our skin and wiggle and we would laugh our asses off. Growing up in the 80s, Every time I swore, my parents threatened to wash my mouth out with a bar of soap. I got tired of hearing it, so the next time they made the treat, I went to the bathroom, come back with a bar of soap, and with a smile on my face proceeded to scrub my mouth with it. Can make it a punishment if I enjoy it. When I was in first grade, a girl wouldn't let me in her club, so the next morning our teacher took away her sunglasses because she was wearing them during class. During recess, I snuck into the classroom and placed the sunglasses in the girl's desk. Then I told the teacher. When we got back that I saw her take her sunglasses back during recess. My teacher believed me. The girl denied it. The teacher punched down her desk and the sunglasses were there. She got trouble for not only stealing but for lying about it. No one ever found out it was me all along, and that is just one story of why I am going to hell. I remember my dad reading the Bible to us one night, and I asked what a virgin was. He said it meant a girl who had never slept with a man. I thought he meant literally sleep because I was like 4, and whatever the context was implied that being virgin was a good thing, so I felt bad for not being a virgin because sometimes I had nightmares and slept in my parents' bed. When I was little, I'd ask for a bowl of ice cream and wait for it to melt, then dunk my big toe in it and suck it off my toe. I stole my dead material grandmother $30,000 engagement ring and lost it on the playground when I was 6 years old while my parents were losing the house. I liked holding shiny things and I forgot about it. We were basically almost homeless because of what I did. Dark thoughts. My friends and I used to walk around shooting windows out with BB guns. This progressed to shooting people until one person threatened to call the police, and our families found out. I feel horrible about it now. Kids really are assholes. I was absolutely terrible to the first man my mom dated after she and my father split. Really terrible. I once told the man, in the middle of dinner and apropos of nothing, that I hated him and hoped he died in a car wreck on the way home. Said calmly, with straight face, that man did nothing wrong, was always good to me. I still feel terrible about it more than 20 years later. Got detention in 6th grade. They gave me a slip I had to make my parents sign so they would know that I had gotten detention. I forged my dad's signature, who happened to be deployed in Iraq at the time. Thanks for watching, guys. Click left to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and click right to watch our next video. Also, don't forget to like and comment.